Nature-based solutions are becoming ever more important because many of our clients are looking for low-cost, net-zero solutions, and this means avoiding building things using traditional building materials and methods.
So we're a 2,000-acre farming estate in northwest Essex. We farm just upstream of a historic village called Finchingfield. Finchingfield suffers from periodic flooding, so we were trying to work out whether there's anything we could do upstream of the village to prevent and reduce flooding downstream. I saw some research that had been done elsewhere with beavers and thought, do you know what, this seems like a really cool thing to do. They might do the job for us, they might do it better. So we thought, well, why don't we put the nature-based solution, the man-made natural flood management stuff together with beavers as a pilot, supported by the Environment Agency, and just see whether it worked.
So one of the first bits of work we did was looking at how the estate manages its land has influence downstream. So we developed this whole farm reservoir approach. The whole farm reservoir approach is a way of quantifying and identifying areas in the landscape where water is naturally held and stored. So for example, in the soils, in the ponds, in the streams, thinking about the release of water through the summer months, but also really slowing and delaying the flow of water in the winter months to reduce flood risk to the Finchingfield village downstream. We wanted to really quantify and assess the impact of measures like the beaver enclosure and some of the other land management changes that Archie's implementing across the estate.
So what beavers do is they tend to dam river systems, which is what they've done behind me here. And the reason they do that is because they like deep water. It makes them feel safe. It means they can grow their food that they want. So what they've created here is, rather than just one linear ditch that runs through this woodland, is they've created a series of dams and pools, which means the water flows through it and gets stopped by each of these dams. It means the beavers have the place they want, and also it coincidentally has some benefits for us. So trying to understand the full range of impacts as to what we're doing is really difficult. So we needed to bring in experts who understood the really detailed hydrology, ecology, and the wider kind of natural capital impacts of this. And that's why we worked with AtkinsRéalis, because they've got that assemblage of expertise that we could bring to the project, which not only the flood risk, for example, that we were trying to target, is trying to look at things like carbon and food production, the wider ecosystem services.
We were really delighted when AtkinsRéalis came on board with the project. That added a real kind of technical energy to the project.
Our role is mainly sort of technical. It's a partnership project which involves lots and lots of people, but the sort of space that we usually inhabit as part of AtkinsRéalis is to support people technically on the measurement, to monitor how the habitats are evolving.
Our digital tools mean that we can showcase that data in a way that's easily digestible. And so what we've done is create some fantastic visualizations of that data that really help the public and other interested organisations to engage with the activities that have taken place on the farm.
Right from the start of the project, data has been a key driver. Drone surveys were taken over the beaver enclosure from 2020 to 2024. We then georeferenced this data. We quantified the change in the beaver enclosure over time, and it really showed us how the beavers had transformed this environment from an agricultural ditch to a wetland environment.
One of the key findings of the project was that we've been able to develop this methodology to quantify and show the impact that nature-based solutions have.
Being able to capture some of the benefits with the visualisation and the modelling and the other good technical stuff that AtkinsRéalis bring has really allowed us not just to measure how good this initial phase of the project is, but gave us the confidence then to be able to upscale that.
We've been blown away. I mean, we really couldn't have anticipated the speed of the impact to the beavers. The degree to which we could affect flooding in Finchingfield has really, I think, confounded all our expectations.
So it's been fantastic to be able to show that our whole farm reservoir approach has really developed this methodology to show that nature-based solutions like the beaver enclosure and the agroforestry scheme across the estate do have an impact to water resources, to be able to identify that it was 5 to 10% increase in summer flows and 15 to 30% decrease in flood peaks.
So we kind of hope that what we're doing here will act as an exemplar. People will pick up elements of what we're doing in order to kind of fit it into their system.
The success of this project has allowed us to be bigger and bolder and not only expand what we've done here at Spain's Hall Estate, but taken that learning and we've used it elsewhere in the country as well to really make a positive difference.
To have the opportunity to work on a project like this has been fantastic. It's helped really capture the public's imagination and understand how powerful nature-based solutions can be.